Thank you so much for hopping on here. I'm excited to meet you and talk with you for a little bit.
I'm excited to be here.
Great. Okay. So first up, I would want to just sort of talk to you about, of course, the reason we're here is to talk about Happy's Place because us here in Knoxville, we love it because, of course, it is set in our city. So just wanted to talk a little bit about your role in Happy's Place, your character, and sort of what it's been like to be on set working on this.
Well, first of all, working on Happy's Place is a dream come true, and I'll tell you one reason why. In 94, John Lithgow, we had just done a movie together called Cliffhanger, and he had just in 94, or maybe early 95, he had just started a sitcom, multicam sitcom called Third Rock from the Sun. And he told me, if you ever get on a multicam sitcom, you will have the time of your life. And I thought, well, that'd be great, but I'll never be on one. He got me on 2 episodes, and I thought, man, this is so much fun. And then that was in 95. And so I was on a Young Sheldon, which is a single cam for 7 years, but that's not the same thing. So all these years have gone by, and then finally I get on a sitcom. And not only do I get on the sitcom, but I'm on it with the love of my life. So that helped also. It was just so for me, it really is a dream come true. And not only that, then you add icing on the cake, which is my character, Emmett, who's a short order cook. And I'm telling you, man, he just kind of navigates the ship from the kitchen. So for me, he doesn't talk a lot, but when he does, everybody listens. And he's got sound advice most of the time. And when people want advice from Emmett, they come into my kitchen. So for me as an actor, I've got my own little spaceship back there, which is the kitchen. And now almost every character in the show has made a visit to the kitchen for advice or to complain or whatever they come in there for. And so it literally is a dream come true for me. And I was just saying, like yesterday, it was my birthday, and and I love to work. I'm a workaholic, and so to be able to go to work with the love of my life on a sitcom that's so funny and so good, I'm not just saying it, but it is, was a dream come true. Also, it was one of the best birthdays I've ever had. So, and by the way, going to work on Happy's Place, our cast and our crew, and you hear this all the time, but sometimes it's BS. This is not. Our cast, immediately when we got together, our chemistry was, we were all on the same page. So there's not a jerk in the group. We all get along, we all mesh. It's so much fun. And then the crew is exactly the same way. There's not a bad apple in the group. So going to work every day is, I'm blessed. I'm really lucky.
You can tell by your face. I mean, you just light up whenever you talk about it, and I think that that's a testament. And you touched a little bit on it there too, but you get to go to work every day with Reba, and so talk a little bit about your guys' relationship and how it is getting to see each other, work with each other, and of course, be in a relationship with one another, and also how has that personal relationship sort of influenced that on-screen chemistry and things like
Well,
that.
I tell you, we were nervous at first because I didn't know when I've known Reba for a long time, since 1991. She makes this, it's really funny. She always says in interviews that we met when we were both doing a movie called Gambler 5 with Kenny Rogers. Well, actually, she was doing the movie. She was number 2 on the call sheet. I only had one day on the show, and I didn't even have a character's name. They didn't even have a name for my character, which is so funny for me to hear her go, "Oh, we met, we did a film together, a show called Gambler 5." They didn't even know who I was when I showed up on the set. And and then they gave me, I was only supposed to be there one day. The horse that I rode into the saloon, I literally had one line, which was, "Yeah." And then I fire this gun. This horse did not want to go in this saloon. So we had to film one more day. In that second day, they just wrote down Henry. So my character's name was Henry. So Anyway, that's the first time we worked together, but we didn't work together. I never, other than meeting her, I didn't have a scene with her. Fast forward when we started going out and seeing one another, um, she ended up getting a movie called The Hammer, and she was going to go to Canada to film it, and they wanted they had a role for me in it, and they asked me to come along, and so I did. That was the first time we worked together. I was nervous because we had a lot of scenes together. I didn't know how our chemistry was going to be. I knew how it was in real life, but I didn't know if that was going to translate off the page in front of the camera. So, but it did. It was great. And then we got lucky. Um, we did Big Sky on ABC, and we played husband and wife. So we had 13 episodes to work all of that stuff out, and that worked out great. So to answer your question, I know that was a long-winded answer to it, but the chemistry, if the chemistry wasn't off camera there, it wouldn't be as fun on camera. We are really best friends, and we want to finish the we want to cross the finish line, with each other in a relationship. So it carries over, I think, into the workplace, and I get so excited when I have scenes with her. I'm not nervous around her anymore. As far as when you hear action, we've already been there, and now we get to do it with smiles on our face and be happy and fun, as opposed to like on Big Sky, I was a serial killer, so it wasn't like it wasn't all romantic or anything, but it's great to go to work. I mean, we get in the car together, go to work together, wrap together, get in the car, and come back home, and it's just a lot of fun. It just really is. We're fortunate enough to have a great understanding of one another and our personality, so that helps a lot.
Do you have a favorite project that you guys have done together?
It would be this one right now. I mean, The Hammer was great. That was fun. Big Sky was wonderful. It was a lot of fun, playing bad guy. I mean, hell, Reba was kind of mean on Big Sky. But this is where it's at, man. I mean, happiest places to go to work and have the environment of a tavern, and I get my own set. I mean, literally, I get to go in my own what I call a spaceship, and it's my kitchen, so it's so much fun, and the cast makes it even more fun, and the crew makes it even more fun. So, and we get to flirt every once in a while. I'll wave at her every once in a while, or I might sneak by and give her a little quick smooch on the cheek or something. But we keep it pretty professional. But we do get to wave at each other across the room, so that's fun.
That is fun. And I know that Happy's Place is set in Knoxville, of course. That's where I live and where the viewers that are going to be watching this, that's where they, live. So it's been fun for everyone here to watch the show and see the little Knoxville references and be like, "Oh, there's that, and we know that." It's been fun
Yeah.
for us. But I want to ask you, had you ever been to Knoxville before? And also, what have you learned about the city from working on the show, if anything?
No, I love Knoxville. Yeah, I've been there several times. Reba and I've been there down there 3 or 4 times. Plus, I went down to. I'm a college football freak, so for me, um, to walk around the set and see I was in awe because all the University of Tennessee volunteer stuff, and they found old helmets and stuff. I mean, old college football helmets. Man, I was in heaven. I was just walking around going, look at this, and pictures of the volunteer football team in 1941. And so for me, it's extra special. Now, the rest of the cast are not college footballers, and that's okay. But I live and breathe college football, so that makes it even better. And then so the times I've gone to Knoxville, I just go and I always drive by the stadium. I mean, look, I have to. So Knoxville for me, I know it has a lot of other things to offer, but for me, it's like driving into a college town and I'm ready to rock. So I love Knoxville, and we're going to try to hopefully we'll get some more episodes to do, go into another season, and I'd like to go down. Hopefully we'll be able to, the cast will get to go to Knoxville, and maybe do some filming down there. I doubt it, but or at least take a trip down there and take a tour of Knoxville. But I love Knoxville. I really do.
Well, yeah, you guys got to come down here. We'll show you a good time here in Tennessee and Knoxville. So, but that's awesome to hear about how much you love college football. We love our college football too here. Vols are a big part of the town.
Well,
Um,
and yeah, that I can't really. This will be delayed, I guess. When are we delaying? This will be aired. When will it air? Do you know?
so it's actually going to air tomorrow. So not that
Oh, it is. So
much
can I bring
longer.
up the fact that Tennessee's got a giant game against Georgia? Man, that's going to be great. And my Longhorns, Texas Longhorns, are headed to the hills of Arkansas. So it's a big college football weekend. But good luck to the Tennessee Volunteers against the Dogs.
Well, thank you. Yeah, we're hoping for a good outcome this weekend. But what do you want to let people know about Happy's Place? I know it premiered not that long ago. Why should people tune in and watch the show?
I have to say, uh, I've gotten a lot of feedback. 3 episodes have aired. Each episode gets better and better and better and better, and it really does. And you get to know the characters, and you get to establish little idiosyncrasies of the characters, and then you can, elaborate after that. This show is so funny, and there's no better medicine than laughter. I really believe that. And there's not a lot of BS laughter in this. There's genuine laughter. The writers are phenomenal. Um, I've had texts from friends that don't really watch that much television are loving this show, and it's hard to not love it. It's the writing is on the page. First of all, if you're going to have any good show, sitcom, drama, 1 hour series, or a movie, it has to be on the page first. You got to have it on the page, and we have great writers, and it's on the page, and it's funny. And I think that's why people are going to return to this show a lot. At least I pray that they do, because even your show is funny when your crew members are busting a gut laughing during filming when they've already heard it all week long and they're still laughing. So I think people are going to come back for the medicine of laughter. I really do, and there's no better medicine than laughter. That's why I think they're going to come back and watch.
Oh, we're excited to see the rest of the season and see what else is in store. And yeah, okay. So, is there anything else that you want to mention or talk about that you think is important, or that you're like, I wish you would have asked me about this?
You know, not really, other than the fact that I love the fact that it takes place in Knoxville. I really do, and I spend a lot of time now between Los Angeles and Nashville. Basically, uh, we have good friends that live in Knoxville, so we go there often, and so but to go there now and be working on a show that takes place in Knoxville is odd and wonderful in itself. And I'm so thankful to be a part of this show. It really is a dream come true for me, and I hope we represent. I hope the people. I mean, there's going to be some people from Knoxville are going to go, well, wait a minute, that wouldn't happen in Knoxville. And all. I get all that, but we're proud that it is from Knoxville, and we're happy about that. And I really do. I hope we've talked about it already. We would love to get the cast. Can we contact you? Because we might do that sometime. We'd love to get the cast and go to Knoxville and take a little tour. I'd love to show because we got Pablo. Pablo's from Colombia. We got Takala, who's from South Dakota. We got Melissa, who is from Los Angeles. Melissa was from she lives in Los Angeles, but she's from Minnesota. I don't think any of these cast members have ever been to Knoxville, so it'd be a real treat to take them around.
That would be so fun. Yeah, I want to be on that tour. I want to I want to be your tour guide. No, but it's a really
You can
cool
be if
place.
you want.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Good deal. But whenever I know you said you've been to Knoxville 3 or 4 times, so you may not remember or know, but are there any spots that you've been while you've been here to visit, like restaurants or places that you've been that you're like, oh, that was really good?
Not really, because when we go, Reba's got a dear friend that lives outside of Knoxville, so we're usually at her house cooking. And but I really can't comment on. I just love the town. I love to drive through it, and I can't think right offhand. Hey, watch when we get off. I'm going to think of four things tonight, the four places that I've been that I like. But right now, I can't really think of something that stands out other than the town in general. I just like it. I again, I got so excited about going there the first time. All I could think about was, this is where the Volunteers play, man. And everybody else was like, yeah, they have, Rex, for years. I go, I know, but the stadium, and I mean, the first thing I did, honestly, I got in the car when we got in Knoxville. We went to our friend's house, and then I just got in the car. I said, they go, where are you going? So I'm going to the stadium, man. I go, well, nobody's there. I don't care. I want to drive up there and see it for the first time. So, but for me, it's all about the stadium of college football. I know that's kind of sad, but not
No,
really.
that's not sad. We bleed orange here, so it's all good. That's so fun.
So
Well,
I got a question for you,
yeah,
actually. Have you heard any feedback from people in Knoxville? Are they liking the show? Do you know if they want to? I'm sure they complain maybe about accents or something. I don't know. Have you heard anything? Do they like the show, and is it going well for
I've
them?
not heard any complaints. I have heard praise. I mean, I'll tell you, I'm from this area, so like all my friends and family live here. So, I talk to them a lot. And my mom, even yesterday, I was telling her, I'm like, oh, I'm doing this interview tomorrow. And she was like, oh, she watches it. She's like, he had a big role the last episode, and she was saying that she really enjoys it because I think that anytime that something's based in the place that you live or there's even references, we get super excited. So I think everyone here has just been like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. Like Knoxville's being talked about and it's set there. And we love seeing all of like the references to Knoxville in Tennessee, like the Vols and like the taps that say Yeehaw beer on them. And
Oh
someone was
yeah,
wearing a shirt that said Rule High School on it. And we were like, that is such a deep cut because rural high school doesn't even exist anymore. So we're like, someone like there with the show
yeah.
must know a lot about Knoxville to be able to do references like that. So it's sort of like a scavenger hunt for us too. But yeah, I've
Oh,
heard all good things.
that's great. Well, that's good to hear. I tell you, and I mean this too. These episodes get better and better and better and better, and we can't wait to see the public's reaction to these ones coming up because they're really funny and really really good.
I'm excited to see it too. And it's been great talking with you as well. Give Reba our best. Tell her that she's next for us to interview, and then we'll get that tour together. Okay.
Oh, I, I will. We're so excited about the show. We're excited about it being in Knoxville, taking place in Knoxville, and hopefully we'll get down and get to see you one day. And let's hope for a second season. And listen, if we get a second season, I'm going to get the whole cast, and we're going to Knoxville, and you're going to be our tour guide. How about that?
That sounds great to me. It's a deal. Okay, I love that. Okay, Rex, it's been great talking to you.